Welcome back. Check Your BBM is spearheaded by the Division of Youth Affairs and Sports, not only for the carnival period, but it is ongoing. In our On the Scene segment, Garrick spoke to some of the major participants that were a part of the initiative. Take a look.
The department a couple of months ago has embarked on a program called the BBM program. That's the body, behavior and mind. Right? And we're here as a follow-up to find out from the key personnel what was accomplished, if anything at all, from that presentation or promotion, so to speak. So I'm going to let the gentleman standing next to me introduce himself and answer that question I was just asked.
All right, definitely. Julian Skeet, Youth Program Coordinator with the Department of Youth Affairs, Division of Education, Youth Affairs and Sport. Definitely our promo started over the carnival season. Check your BBM, body, behavior and mind. And I would say that the impact, we've definitely reached a number of schools, we've reached a number of communities with our message, and we're seeing some of the changes coming forth in terms of the attitudes and behavior that we're seeing with our young people. This promotion continues into the Easter season, and where you can look out for us now is on Fridays, where we are doing the concept of Promo Fridays, where we are attempting to reach those young persons that do not necessarily belong to formal organizations, but rather, those youthful spaces that we would find young people operating in, and within your communities, we are heading out to those areas. So far, we would have been to Scarborough, Charlottesville, and you can look out for us in Plymouth, also down at Gulf City Mall, Lowlands, and also in the vicinity of Crown Point and the airport area.
A girl from Jamaica come to spend she paper, but she only like dance all. But God tell her popcorn and she, yeah, we love the party and how we just worky. Don't buy she tickets and outfits. She come in to sample something. She never thought she could rock she waist and feel so sweet like sugar cane, and she never thought she could mix it up from the front to the back.
You said earlier that you would have accomplished certain goals that you would have set out to accomplish. Let me put you on the spot here by asking you to just highlight two of those, or one or two of those goals that you mentioned earlier.
Well, one of the critical ones for us was to look at finding meeting a wider cross-section of young persons, and therefore apart from our focus that is normally placed on schools over the carnival season, we would have visited a number of communities where we seek to engage the communities. In addition to that, one of the strategies that would have been utilized to reach more persons is we not only just visited communities, but we visited a number of major activities within the season. So we were at the children's show, working with the young people and the parents and so on. We were at the events that took place, whether it was Pigeon Point, whether it was at the Dwight York Stadium. So we participated fully in that aspect in terms of reaching a greater proportion of young persons. And of course, the other thing for us was using a catchphrase or using a terminology or a theme that we believe could resonate with young people. And let's just say when you walk in and around now, whether it be in a school, in a community, and you say check your BBM, people are not just looking at their phones, but they are telling you check your body, behavior and your mind.
Well, Tobago, you had it. Some of the insightful information that was just explained by the gentleman from the Sports and Youth and Culture on the initiative that they took up just before the carnival, and as he's saying, it was successful, and well, it's going to run into Easter and all that. Backpack, we're going to stick behind them to make sure that they do stick to the promise, continue educating the youths. It's BACK, PACK.
She said she needs some space from me. She said she needs some space from me.
Like Tobago, we're still here, still seeking information and knowledge from the sports department. So, Alison, welcome to Backpack.
Hey, hi Gary. How are you going?
Good, I'm good. Right. You guys would have performed a skit on most of the schools that you went to. What was your involvement in putting together that skit?
All right. Well, with my drama background, being a practitioner in theatre arts and drama, I came up with a skit that was more informed for young people between the ages of maybe 12 to about 19, 20 years. And I came up with a concept about some young people in school and how they behave and the precautions of behaving in a certain and particular way.
a logo in our background here, right, that appears to be some sort of puzzle, and I understand that it was used as part of your promo. So could you explain to the viewers?
Well, this is the Department of Youth Affairs. Oh, this is one of our promotional scan me. Now we're in the information age, and then we have a lot of people with smartphones, right? So young people will have their BBMs and stuff, and we use this scan bar. When you scan this bar, you go to our website, and then you could join or add yourself as a friend on our website with the scan me bar.
Right. Let me ask you one final question. I know you have to run off and continue do the government work. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Let me ask you one final question. You mentioned that you're mostly targeting the people that have the smartphone, right? The iPhone S and the Blackberries and stuff. But what about the person like me who have a $150 phone that and wouldn't be able to access your scan from my cheap phone?
Well, you're not alone. So we will tell you you could access our just by going on Facebook on a computer. You go to one of those cafes, anything, and you pull up your department and you address there to get all the information about our young people, about what is going on in the department. We really want to lift up this department now. We have a young, energetic assistant secretary, and he is with us 100%, and we really want it so.
On the level, I started off with good intention. You see, I really didn't want to hide it. You see, I really didn't want to lie. But every time that he asked the questions, I had no choice to reply. Where you was when I called your phone this morning?
Hey Tobago, we're still in youth affairs, and you recognize a baller and a Rasta, yeah. You know we baller just trying to take over a Rasta thing. But it's a love still. It's a love still. Right? I'm gonna tell him the secret of growing here in a while. Off the set he was asking about how to grow here. I'll tell him the secret in a while. Right. You played a part in the department's BBM program that was just completed, Carnival season this year. Right. What are your plans in terms of promoting the same event next year, if you already have started doing so?
Well, that's something that we just pull all the committee members together, right? And we just brainstorm to come up with a team, for the upcoming years and thing event. Last year we had our old time something come back again in a 3D. We put on some old time characters and did a stick fight and some other stuff like that. And this year we say we're going with the BBM because everybody had the BlackBerry Messenger and this kind of thing, So we go with the BBM and body behavior and mind team, But as for next year, we don't know what team we can put next year as yet. We just brainstorm, come up with a play, come with some kind of skit, make sure the message is there with whatever we're doing. Yeah, and we put that together and something will come out.
According to Sigmund Freud, who is one of the major persons in psychology, and he states that at the age of between 1 and 7 is where the brain itself is wired, your understanding. What are you guys doing to have them educate the youth from that tender age?
Well, the thing is that we're trying to touch all the children and all the youths in Tobago, right? But what happened this year, we didn't really think about those in the kindergarten just as yet. I think next year, in the preparation for next year for the caravan, we will do something special for the children and them. And what we do, we'll break down, whatever we're doing to that stage, right? But what we did this year and all, we went to the Happy Haven School as well, the special children and them. Not because they're special children, we know that they're capable, they understand whatever is going on. With that we did something that's a little different to the Happy Haven children and them. So next year in our planning, we'll do something different for the kindergarten children and we just break it down a little so they'll understand. We might do the same skit, but just do it in a more simpler way so they'll understand it. But we put that in our presentation for next year. We didn't do anything this year, but we promise we'll do something next year for the kindergarten children.
Music
turnout and the response that you guys received?
Well, I think it turned out excellent too. We anticipate that we'd have a good crowd, but we really was blown away by the amount of people came to the booth. The kind of question was asked, the kind of information that was put out there, and we also team up with the citizen program. They come along as well, and they give us some tokens, and them had some questionnaire and stuff like that. So it was a team effort, and it was excellent. A lot of people participated in some of the questions and things we had, and they won little tokens and stuff like that. So it was excellent. We were very proud of our presentation, and the kind of participation and the kind of crowd that came out. So yeah, that was very good. We really enjoyed that section.
Right, Tobago, information, food for thought, everything wrapped up in one bundle. I'm going to let the bald-head gentleman go and finish his lunch now. KFC, by the way, I understand. That's why I know here. Chicken eating, right? It's backpack, it's sports, it's information. Stay tuned.
When we return, we'll have the entertainment headlines. Don't go anywhere. Backpack will be right back.